there is a little bit of quarter sawn cherry in this stack of lumber. So we're going to take out the face sawn, the 8/4, all the lower grade stuff, and separate it from the quarter sawn cherry that a customer of mine is requesting. Shout out to Brian. He'll probably never see this, but you do. Let's go. It's a beautiful warm day here in Minnesota. If you're just joining us, we're sorting this cherry stack you see in front here. I'm off to the side. And here I am. And to run in, grab a jacket, grab some gloves, grab a little bit of sippage. Now we're going to sort all this. I think I'm going to get the, bear with me, folks. Just going to grab some sawhorses here. Okay. So, man, now that I think about it, there is 3 different types of lumber I'm going to be sorting out of here. We're going to take out, the ultimate goal is to get to the quarter sawn cherry that's like halfway through the stack. There is some face sawn cherry on top here, along with some quarter sawn or 8/4 cherry on the top there too as well. But we're looking to try to get to we're looking to try to get to the quarter sawn that's in there. It's probably somewhere right in that area of the stack. So we're just gonna take this out, start sorting it. I'm gonna show you a couple pieces here too, because as a matter of fact, here is the beautiful quarter sawn cherry. Now, type in the chat. What up, Rakesh Oshika? Type in the chat. Take a guess why somebody would want quarter sawn cherry. Why do you think people would want quarter sawn cherry? Huh? 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 I'll give you a hint. It has to do with cabinets. So we're going to be separating all of it. I think I'm going to put the face on here. Right? And then the quarter sawn here. I'll move this right over here because there's not going to be much for the quarter sawn. Yada, yada. Yeah. So just get to sorting here. Here's what the face on cherry looks like. Face on cherry. This is North American cherry lumber here. Beautiful stuff here. I tell you what. Look at that. No. Rashika. Sorry. This is probably a translation, but we're not carpenters. We're a sawmill and lumber supplier. So we sell the lumber to people that we sell the lumber to the carpenters. I'm already getting warm. And then also, another problem I keep running into is uh, the fact that maybe I should move this over a little bit. Aha! Is the fact that there's never enough room for any of this stuff. And also, it's a warm day today. I mean, literally 5 days ago it was 30 below zero. Now we're at 40 degrees. You can imagine. You just imagine. We're here in Minnesota. Salute. Thanks, Mayhem. Much appreciated, brother. How about you? Why don't you be the first one to sell me a treadmill, huh? So, anyways, we went from 30 degrees below zero down to, I don't know if I want to do that narrow a lumber. Hold on, let me get my tape measure. I'll be right back. Anyways, we're doing 30 degrees below zero up to, I think it's 37. It's going to be a high of 45 degrees today here in Minnesota. So that gives you an idea of exactly how much the difference is. What up, Matt Puckett? Thank you, sir. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. Matt Puckett, we should be publishing another video tomorrow, so keep your eye out. 7-foot chunks. That sucks. So that means I gotta rearrange these pieces here. I think. Yeah, at least this one. Yeah, if you're just joining us, we are sorting this cherry lumber out. Trying to get something. We're sorting the cherry lumber so we can get to the quarter sawn cherry that's in here. The quarter sawn cherry looks like this. This is what quarter sawn cherry lumber is for. And also, type in the chat if you take a guess what a woodworker would want quarter sawn cherry for. Why would a woodworker desire this quarter sawn cherry with the straight grain lines like that? Look how straight that is. Take a guess. Ted Scott. Hey, yes, Ted Scott. Ted, oh, by the way, I got your email. And you've encouraged me to change some things on my website to kind of set a warning to people to not send stuff. A warning that says this isn't our mailing address. It's our physical address, not a mailing address. As you can see, you can tell why. Google Maps has us in Mora, Minnesota, and technically we're somewhere else. So I give you once you get that back and send back to you, best thing you can do is try to send it again to the correct city and address. Sean Wen says June is when hurricane season starts up again. Oh wow, I don't know what that means. Sorry to hear that. Ted Scott, waiting things will warm up so you can do some finishing. What are you finishing, Ted? I'd love to see pictures of that too, by the way. Pictures of anything. I'm just a pictures kind of guy. Pictures kind of guy. Right. All right, now we're making some progress. Now we're going to be getting into the quarters. I'm sorry, the 8-quarter section. Well, this is technically quarter song. Yeah, 39 and a half. 39 and a half is about right. All right, let's see. What's your favorite less desirable or less known species of hardwood to work with? Pocket. Ha. Well, I don't really. I mean, I'm not a woodworker, which is kind of counterintuitive for our channel to kind of say that, because YouTube wants to classify this channel as a woodworking channel, but we're not. We're actually a sawmill and lumber supplier channel. So some Ford quarter cherry on a bench with some tiny flex. Yeah, brother. Yeah. So we're a lumber supplier, but if I do have favorite woods, and I want to say increasingly that this wood right here is increasingly becoming my favorite type of wood to just look at. It's black ash, and I should be doing more videos on this species. Black ash in Minnesota here is becoming more and more, going to be more and more scarce because of the emerald ash borer beetle is devastating that species of green ash and black ash. And you can see why. Here, I'll show you again. This is, a lot of people with the rustic Pinterest moms are seeing this and they're buying this up. So, and get it while you can, because that emerald ash borer beetle is killing those species of, that we had the quarantine zone in the Twin Cities area here in Minnesota. Now it's overtaken our area and is moving north. And it's all, I mean, I don't want to point fingers at anybody, but I'm pretty sure it's the firewood guys that does that. It's been causing this problems. Cutting firewood down, moving it to other counties, and that's how it happens, man. Black and white ash. How can you tell the difference between black and white ash? So, black ash will have black ash. See, the ash that I've known and seen is black ash and green ash, which is almost like white ash is almost identical to black ash. I'm sorry, green ash. Green ash and white ash. Green ash is almost identical to white ash. And the best way you can tell the difference is the sapwood. Right here, let me grab a piece of it. The black ash and the green ash both have a very similar heartwood. Black ash is sapwood, and actually I'm going to be publishing a video here pretty soon on our channel about the differences between heartwood and sapwood. But as you can see, this is green ash, sometimes confused with white ash, and this is the heartwood of it. This is the sapwood of it. And cameras don't do very good justice. But you can see that this is you can kind of see it there. You can see that, yep, these are both green. These are both green ash, okay? This is the heartwood of the green ash. And this here and right here is the sapwood of the green ash. This area right here and this entire board is the sapwood of the green ash. And it's a lighter in color. So the green ash or the white ash is going to have a lighter color sapwood than black ash is. Black ash is going to be a little bit darker in color, more rustic. Gonna have that rustic look, but for the most part, you could tell the difference. You could use the sapwood to tell the difference. All right, let's get to sorting. Back to sorting here. I'll sort a few, and then I'll answer a few questions here. I'll try to go back and forth and be mindful of your guys' time as well, you know? But I also need to get some stuff done. Speaking of which, I want to take all of these 8-quarter pieces, separate them. I mean, look at that. I don't like that piece. That one didn't dry what this one didn't dry very well. So it's all twisted and but can and by the way, thanks to the guy that said I needed to buy a treadmill. Because you know what, brother? You're right. This fat boy needs a treadmill. For show. But for now, we're just gonna have to suffer with seeing my fat butt booty. Seeing fat Kyle run around. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, sorry. Look at that. That's a big chunk of. And this is what they call 8-quarter. 8-quarter lumber. 8-quarter cherry. All right. 10 years I'd be cutting. 10 years you'll be cutting wormy ash. You're right. You're right, Ted Scott. 10 years they'll all be dead, so they'll just be firewood. Really. That 8 ash trees cut, we can tell. Yep, thanks. We can tell, he says. Very mean. You guys are mean to me. It's a good thing I got a sense of humor. All right. Wow, this is a giant piece of cherry. Look at that. Look at that. That's gotta be 12 inches wide. Straight line, planed and straight lined on one side. So that way, you know, you can square up the rest of the board with it. Yeah, beautiful blue, some blue mineral deposits in there. I love it when the cherry does that. Oh, look at that. We got a customer showing up here. Howdy, how can I help you?
Looking for some rough cut just to put in on the floor of an old copper box wagon on a used store wood.
Some like decking for.
Yeah, I need to put a floor in.
Yeah, we got some of that out there. I'll show you. We got some white oak, 1.5 inch true to size.
Yeah, because I'm not real picky. I'm just
Okay.
happy.
All right, bear with us, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta go help this customer. I'll be right back, guys. And away we go. And I'm back right away. Thanks for bearing with me, guys. If I had $1 for every customer that just wants to know how much money it would cost, you know, how much is it gonna cost? So I go and show them the white oak, give them a rough price, and maybe they'll come back. Maybe they won't. Who knows? Double tap that screen to like, though. That'd be great. Let's continue sorting this cherry, ladies and gentlemen. Minnesota Josh from Minnesota. Maryland. Yeah, Ted Scott from Maryland. Man. And just like the rest of you guys, just like Ted Scott, if you guys check out my email that's in all of you guys that are in the live feed here, chat. After the live feed's over, go head over to our profile. You can copy and paste our email. Send me an email. I'll send you a free K&J Lumber sticker in the mail. All you gotta do is just after live feed's over there, head over to profile. Our email's in the profile. Just send me an email. Let me know where in the email where I could send you a free K&J Lumber sticker. That way you can rep it. It looks just like this. Who knows? Maybe one of them you get a shirt. Maybe. That's up to the boss, though. The only crappy thing is I went to go and send a sweater to my son, and he lives only 5 hours north of me, and the UPS wanted to charge me $30 to send just a regular old sweater. It was ridiculous. I was like, I'm not paying that. $30. Shipping costs more than the sweater itself. You can imagine me crying like a little baby. Wah, wah, wah. I don't want to pay that much for a sweater. Wait, where's that one that has? Is it? I should have set it out. Now I gotta pull it all out again. Dang it. It's wide. One number. Ah, oh boy. You guys got any questions? Feel free to type in the chat. I'll try to get over that way and answer any questions. Also, do you guys hear the pallets in the background? Those are the boys over in the pallet shop making pallets, nailing them together. Okay. Oh boy. Now we're finally going to get through this stack of 8-quarter stuff. We can get to sorting the rest of the cherry. Sorting's not my favorite thing to do, but it definitely keeps me in shape. That's for sure. Or at least tries to. Okay. It is a beautiful day here in Minnesota, though. There is, I don't know. I remember someone typed in chat saying they were from Minnesota. Today, last week, 5 days ago, it was like 30 below zero, 30 below zero, freezing. You know, now today, 5 days later, it's like 45. It's supposed to be a high of 45 degrees today. Like that is one heck of a jump. I got to show you this piece, guys. I got to show you this. This is beautiful here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but iPhone's usually pretty good. Look at the color variance in that. You got some blue, some pink, some red, and some figure in there too. Yeah, beautiful cherry. And that's sunlight, because light affects wood differently. You know what I mean? No, that's Josh Davis. That is cherry. That is cherry. And yes, the double cut bandsaw will cut, but we don't risk it. We're not gonna make the boys go out there at 30 below. You know, ain't gonna happen. We're not lunatics. Oh man. Ever since I quit smoking, my throat's been it's just difficult to talk for long periods of time. Difficult. Yeah, that's a beautiful like oh man. That is so pink right there. That is so beautiful. So even though even though I said ash is one of my favorite underrated woods, cherry, and the figuring that maple does is also is one of my most favorite overrated woods. And then you want to know what another you guys here's another little secret here, a little tip for you guys. Another nifty little another underrated wood is basswood. A basswood is just really soft. It's for turners, yada yada. Guys like to use that to turn whatever. Anyways, but basswood could create some of the most beautiful looking figure in it. Some curly tiger, kind of like curly maple almost. So it's really underrated, soft, easy to work with. However, it's soft. So it's probably one of the softest of the hardwoods that grow in this area. Softest of the hardwoods that is worth its weight in feasibility and usability in this area. It's got really great figure in it. So now we're here at the 4/4 sticks. Now we're gonna keep our eye out. We're gonna sort the 4/4, and this is all kiln dried, by the way. All this lumber is kiln dried, planed, and straight lined. But what we're doing is we're keeping our eye out for quarter sawn cherry, because just like I asked you guys earlier, what in the world would a woodworker want to use? Why would they pay extra money for quarter sawn cherry like this? And I'll give you a hint. Has to do with uh, cabinets. Cabinets. Get it? So they use that for the face frames. Freaking beautiful with ray patterns. Yeah, you're right. You're right at that, Ted Scott. Um, carves well, really figured bass. Yeah, basswood carves. That's what they suggest you start training on carving with. Basswood carves really well. It's soft. It's a soft hardwood, and you can rely on that would carve really well. It's easy on your tools. You practice with it easily. It's only when you start getting into the harder woods like cherry and walnut that really starts taking tolls on your tools when it comes to turning. But some people even use maple, soft maple. Seems like the softer the woods does that figuring. And the harder the woods, like the oaks, you got your oaks will do the flecking that you were talking about earlier, Ted. Let's continue our sort mission. Wish I could play some music, but I can't. Because the minute I play a song here, I suppose I could play some YouTube audio library music, but that's kind of lame. Most of it doesn't have any vocals. Oh, this is some really nice stuff, by the way. This is beautiful stuff. Very beautiful stuff. Very beautiful. Very beautiful stuff. Ooh. Here, once we get down a little bit further to the next level, I'll bring you guys over and show you guys. Yeah, I suppose I can show you right now. Here, I'll show you guys what I'm looking at. Bear with me, folks. That's beautiful stuff. Oh, everybody left. I left too early. I know Ted Scott's still here. Yep, that's all cherry. North American cherry. North American cherry. Beautiful stuff. Here, let me put you guys in a better position to see the lumber as I la 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 pull it off the stack. So flip the camera, give me how do you flip? There we go. Bada bing, and then we go a little bit like that. There you go. Bada bing. No, the other way. Go. Go. That seems about right there. And then I'll be taking the lumber off this stack, putting it over there. But anything quarter sawn that I find will be going right here. So you guys can kind of still see what I'm stacking here. Keep your eye on it. And see this lumber a little bit better, because that's what it's all about, man. You getting to be able to see the beautiful lumber as it appears to you. charged about $6.25 for a select 4/4 cherry for this lumber here per board foot. So do the math on that. A piece that is, what is this, 8-inch wide? Oh boy, my math, 8-inch. So it's about 5.33 board feet. 5.33 times 6.25. 612. 33 bucks. 612. 1250. 24. Yeah, about 33 bucks a piece for this bad boy. Somewhere near there. 32.50, 33, something like that per board, which is pretty good since seeing as though you go to Menards for this same exact board, you're probably paying like 50, 60 bucks for that same exact board. Nah, I mean. Okay. Moving on. Man, that's beautiful stuff. And the cool stuff, and the tricky part is the sunlight on lumber, like this sunlight on lumber, will look different than a fluorescent light bulb. So you'll be looking at lumber via sunlight, and then that'll be significantly different once you get it inside your house. You know? Because all this lumber is for finished carpentry, finished woodworking projects, finished carpentry, yada yada. Aha. Aha. Whew. All righty. Just come on. Work with me here. Come on. Come on. Whew. Bro earlier said I need a treadmill. Man, I tell you what, I'm getting a workout now. Feeling all this fat roll off my fatness. Feel it all roll off. And such. No quarter sawn yet. No quarter sawn yet. And if you're just joining us, I suppose a benefit to tell you that we are sorting this cherry so that we can sort out all the quarter sawn cherry within this stack here. Because I have a woodworker friend of mine that needs 4/4 sawn cherry for face frames for their for cabinets he's building. So that being said, gonna need it. And I have a feeling that if there is any, it's all buried underneath at the freaking bottom of the stack here. So the only way to get to all of it is to sort it. And the funny thing is, when we sent it to the kiln, it was sorted. But they dried it, milled it, put it all back together and send it all back to us. Send it all back to us mixed together. So now here I am sorting it all, yada yada, sorting. Type in the chat, let me. But this is really good, really beautiful. Like, look at this. This is all select and better. I mean, there's one knot here, one knot there, and due to lumber grading specs, you're allowed to have one knot on one side of the board, but 80% of that board, or is it 83% of the board has to be clear in order for it to be considered select and better. Whew. Almost got excited there. I thought I seen that piece was a piece of quarter saw, and I was wrong. I was wrong. Maybe in a bit here. Only a matter of time before we run into that. Only a matter of time, ladies and gents. Whew. Boy. Had a been the boy. Look at that beautiful piece there. That's select and better. That's better. Better than select. There's not even a defect on that piece there. Well, I guess there's one little piece of defect there. Finished pieces. What is defects and what is not in cherry? All right, I'll show you guys what defects it is. See you later, Ray, Ted Scott, if you're already gone. So this would be considered a defect because it goes all the way throughout the board. This bluing is not a defect. That is a defect. Anything that would really affect not only the, sometimes the integrity of the board, but also the quality of the board, Like here, let me get you, and I'll show you this. Like right here, these knots, those are defects, right? Those are all, this knot's a defect. Cracks are considered defects. Rotted areas like this would be a defect. Like this would actually be, like some of these pieces aren't all select and better, but some of them are, There's also something called sticker stain that happens in boards like this right here. Like this marking here, that's sticker stain, but that is not considered a defect because that could be planed out or sanded out. So anything that's sanded out or anything like that, sandable is considered not a defect. But things like this, like the knot here, these rotted pieces, technically this right here, those are considered defects. But then again, when you really look at it, I get customers on both sides of the spectrum. I got one guy that wants those defects, so they call it character, and they're willing to pay extra for it. And then I got another guy who's willing to pay extra for just straight up clear lumber with no defects at all, because they like the way it looks without the defects, and it's understandable. You're paying good money for this. You're paying good money for it. You better get what you pay for. Anybody know what time it is? What time is it, guys? It's got to get close, be close to that time. Got to be close to that time. Lunchtime or break time. Whatever. Oh, I hope we can get to some quarter sawn pieces before it's break time here, so I can show you what the quarter sawn pieces are looking like, especially something that's wider. Wider piece of quarter sawn. Dang it. Uh-oh. Looks like that may not be enough. And there's another part, is it's all got to match. So in order to get it's all got to be even stacked into kind of the same width, if you know what I mean. So now I got to play Jenga in order to get these pieces sort of just right. There we go. Perfect. Awesome. Whoo. Well, if you guys are hanging out here so far, you're still hanging in there with me. Be sure to hit that like button. Double tap the screen to like this feed so other people can see it. And at the top right there is our subscribe button. Hit that subscribe button, guys, if you want to see more content like this in the future. We publish a video every 2 weeks. And also try, keyword is try, to go live every once in a while. Whenever we're doing fun stuff like this, a nice beautiful day where I can get to stacking, sorting stuff. These are wide pieces, but there are defects in these pieces. Ha! I need a narrow piece. Woo. Look at that. That's a beautiful piece there. It's got some figure in it too. Ha! Ooh. Come on, baby. It's got to be some pieces of quarter sawn in here soon. There we go. And some wide pieces. This one I feel like I want to set off to the side just because it's a beaut. Look at that. There's just about no defects in here. One defect right there I can see. Otherwise, it's just about a perfect piece of wood. Look at that. I'm going to show this to you guys. Look at that. Awesome. Well, maybe if I pull you guys out here a little bit better, get some better in the sunlight. There we go. That's a beautiful piece of cherry right there, North American cherry. So, you guys hanging out this long, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We publish a video every other Tuesday. Tomorrow is going to be one of our published days, so we're publishing a video tomorrow. And it's a pretty explosive video. I want to say. I want to call it explosive video. It's really not. But I just want to thank you guys for sticking with us for so long. We got about an hour's fun time sorting. So I just want to say I love you guys. God bless you all. And then for those of you that remember, send me an email and I'll send you a free sticker. Love you all. God bless you all. Praise Jesus.